Welcome back to Horological. Today we're taking a closer look at the Bulova Marine Star Precisionist, particularly the Series C. This is a watch that really punches above its weight. It's not one you're going to see every day, but that's exactly why I think it deserves some attention. With its high frequency, fully temperature compensated quartz movement, bold design, strong heritage from Bulova, this Marine Star is a bit of a hidden gem. Today's wrist check, I'm wearing a Casio G-Shock 5610. It's got tough solar, multi-band 6, total zombie apocalypse survival watch. Absolutely amazing. So first impressions of the Marine Star on the wrist, the Bulova Marine Star Precisionist, it makes a serious statement, big, bold and confident. The wave cut dial has a mega tag and Maurice Lacroix icon tide vibes about it. The finishing is impressive, sharp brushing, polished edges, applied markers that play with the light like a watch at a much higher price point. The bezel is where it gets really interesting. Those cut scallops echo the Omega Seamaster 300 Pro. Side by side you can see the resemblance. The Marine Star clearly borrows from that iconic design language. One difference is the Bulova has zero backplay. Omega, not so much. AR coating is on the inside of the crystal only. I'm looking at you again here, Omega. I've got a Seamaster Pro and there's a couple of little marks on that sapphire where the crystal's fine, but the AR coating has been blemished. So annoying. It also shares the sporty, modern diver energy of the Heuer Aquaracer with its bold grip and functional tool watch presence. There's a touch of Blancpain Bathyscaphe in the clean, purposeful dial with bold applied tool forward indices, and although technically blue, the Marine Star is almost monochrome looking, very Blancpain. Then there's the lugs. The Seamaster is famous for its lyre lugs, but here Bulova has given the Marine Star a lug design that subtly echoes their historic tuning fork logo, a heritage nod hiding in plain sight. I've also seen that seconds hand somewhere before. I just can't recall where. If you've seen this seconds hand in another watch, get in the comments below and let me know. In hand, this doesn't feel like a budget quartz diver. It feels premium and immediately gives the impression it's punching well above its weight. Under the hood is what makes this watch so special. Bulova's ultra high frequency quartz running at 262 kHz. The accuracy is plus or minus 10 seconds per year. Better than the Grand Seiko Spring Drive, better than a cost chronometer, better than most luxury watches at any price. The seconds hand, it moves at 16 steps per second. To the naked eye, it looks like a pure glide, just as smooth as Grand Seiko Spring Drive. This is an amazing piece of horology technology. The trade-off, that ultra high frequency does reduce battery life somewhat compared to a standard quartz. A similar movement exists inside the Bulova Lunar Pilot, although the seconds sub-dial on that piece is pegged to 2 ticks per second to preserve battery life. This movement is the Precisionist fully unleashed and it looks great in action. Subscribe to the channel. I'll make an update video when this watch needs a battery change. I'll update you on its long-term accuracy and what it's been like to live within the collection over time. Let's talk numbers. The case size is 43mm, bold but still wearable. The lug-to-lug is 50mm. It gives it good wrist presence without overhanging in most wrists. The lug width is 22mm. It's perfect for the case size and weight. It's a sapphire crystal, excellent scratch resistance and inner AR, showing that Bulova didn't go cheap here. Solid casework, weighty, premium, no rattle, no compromise, with 200 metres of water resistance and a signed screw-down crown. Seiko, anybody? Also, the angular brutalist crown guards are another outstanding piece of design. Applied indices, dial detailing and lume application that can go toe to toe with Omega, Tag and Seiko. The bezel action is crisp, functional and satisfying. Not loose, not sloppy, zero backplay. Absolutely zero backplay. On the wrist it feels every bit the part of a proper dive watch and way beyond what most people expect from Bulova. Really way beyond. The Heuer Aquaracer, it shares similar bezel design, and bold dive watch aesthetics. The Omega Seamaster 300 Pro, the scallop bezel design is so close you'll notice it instantly in a side-by-side comparison, but the Bulova delivers that looking better bezel action at a fraction of the price. Blancpain Bathyscaphe, clean, functional diver ethos with a tool-first mentality. Grand Seiko Spring Drive, both deliver that sweeping settings hand, but the Bulova outplays Grand Seiko in the accuracy stakes. The bracelet has a touch of Rolex Oyster in the link design, however, that brings us on to the watch's only weak point. The bracelet, push pins instead of screws for sizing, a solid mill clasp with double security but no on the fly micro adjust. These aren't deal breakers, but they hold it back slightly compared to modern Omega or Tudor divers. It is telling that I'm mentioning the Marine Star in that exalted company though, and that's why I wear mine on an Alpine Straps premium silicone, softer and more comfortable than the bracelet. Buckle and tie and give instant adjustment, problem solved, keeps the watch water ready, and adds to the modern tool watch vibe. With this strap swap, the Marine Star goes from being excellent to outstanding and also doesn't break the bank. I'll include an affiliate link to this strap in the description below. I'll never recommend anything that I don't buy and use myself. So why is this watch a giant killer? Well, it's got accuracy that embarrasses luxury brands. It's got a sweeping seconds hand as smooth as a Grand Seiko Spring Drive, at least to my eyes. It has strong design cues from Tag, Omega and Blancpain, executed at a fraction of the price, and it is its own product. It has premium in-hand feel that is so often underestimated at this level of the market. At around $995 on release, this watch delivered features that would cost several times more from any of the Swiss giants. One of the reasons I've got a soft spot for Bulova is its history. Bulova was part of a group of American watch companies that contributed to the Apollo missions. My mum's employer was also part of that consortium. I'll link to that video at the end. You should check that story out. So owning a Bulova today, it isn't just about the specs and design. There's also a personal connection to my family's place in watchmaking there. Every watch collector has goals. Maybe it's a Submariner, a Speedmaster, or even a high complication piece of horology. But I think just as noble a goal is every now and again to uncover a true hidden gem, an unrecognised masterpiece. For me, the Bulova Marine Star Precisionist is exactly that. The way the case is cut away and rough brushed at the sides reveals its inner tool watch DNA. The subtle lugs cut to mimic the tuning fork logo, the brutalist angular design cues that run throughout the whole watch, paired with one of the most accurate quartz movements that money can buy. To me, this watch is a masterpiece in my collection. This is my if you know you know watch. And with my own family's history tied to Bulova and quartz development back in the 1960s, there's a personal connection that makes this piece even more meaningful. It's just a shame the Bulova Citizen Group never marketed this watch to its full potential, especially with Bulova historically being marketing pioneers, having the first ever paid for radio advert and also having the first ever paid for television advert in the USA. Joseph Bulova was a genius. In my eyes, this watch deserves recognition. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel because we'll be following this watch's long-term progress in the collection. And remember, watch collecting isn't always logical, but it is horological.